What's up, Chroma Clubbers and Doodle Clubbers? Embrace the power of the doodle. Okay, well, I promised Lexia Chan that I would check out her Quest Week project, so let's check it out. And here it is. After the maze, they have a choice. Either they fight a phantom or they're trapped in a box of puzzles. Okay. The quest they take is dangerous. They must venture through a maze of riddles. Every corner they turn, they must solve a new riddle. If they answer correctly, they move on. If not, they must solve a tricky puzzle. If the player lives through these challenges, they shall receive 10,000 gold coins. After the maze, they have a choice. Either they fight a phantom or they're trapped in a box of puzzles. Okay, well, I went ahead and I proved this. I think it's an interesting idea. The thing is, though, the one challenge with riddles is that how do we automatically come up with a ton of riddles? I guess players might have to come up with riddles and then we would put them into this little maze because I think that's really challenge. That's one of the challenging parts of riddles is to come up with so many of them that um, that we have enough content for people to enjoy. Um, okay, now I want to also give a quick shout out to two players um, who have supported the videos on here and have watched the videos, given me feedback, inspired me, and motivated me to keep doing the videos. Um, you can take 5 seconds to think who those two are, and I will try to actually find them. But one of them is Steven Universe. So thank you, Steven Universe. I appreciate your feedback, your suggestions, your inspirations, and definitely your encouragement for the videos. Appreciate it greatly. Thank you. And the second one is Godly Girl. And I think Godly Girl has a question in this Ask CCH, so I will cover her. Anyways, yeah, Godly Girl plus Wonder Woman and Captain America Fangirl, thank you for your support. Now, let's get on to Ask CCH. Let me clear my throat a little. Here we go. Andy Cadius asks, is it just UDCH or did okay, and I know it's cut off, but I think she meant to say, are there other people helping me out with DC and CC? Yes, there are other people, programmers and other folks that do help out with Chroma Club and Doodle Club. It isn't just a single person thing now. Um, so yes, I do get help. Aidenator asks, please dab in the next face cam video you do because I asked for it a while ago and you never did it. By the way, how much swag do you have? My swag level is over 9,000. Um, I don't know about swag, dude. You let me know. We have to come up with a term that's doodle related or creative related. I think how much chroma swag or we'll call it crag or crwag or something. And in that case, which is Chroma Club swag, which is kind of like swag, but a billion times better, of course. Um, yeah, I've got tons of that for sure. Okay, as for dabbing, here's the thing. Since everyone else has already dabbed, I don't think it's a good idea for me to dab. We need to figure out the next thing, the next meme, and make it so then other people want to copy it. It's like someone did the dab first. We got to be the first to create the next thing. Someone created the ice bucket challenge idea, then other people copied it and did it and whatever. We have to come up with the first idea. We are Doodle Club, we're Chroma Club, we are creative. We should not copy. We must not copy. We must come up with new ideas. And with that said, if you have a funny or crazy suggestion for me to do, I will consider it. I mean, I'm just looking outside my hotel window or my window, and yeah, I don't know if this one, I wouldn't say this is a hotel, but I'd say it's a motel, yeah. So I'd say my motel window, and there's a lot of green space. There's a lot of uh, grass, and I could do some tricks or something else. I don't know. There's actually a slide out there, so maybe I'll go and slide or something. But you come up with something unique and I'll consider it. Sketchy Sam asks, DCH, I came up with another idea. It's called Game Week. It's where you draw any character that is from a game. What do you think? I think it's a cool idea. I think we actually did this like almost 2 years ago. So I'm totally open to doing it again. We'll consider it. We'll see what's up. Callie Cat asks, what is your favorite TV show? At this point, it's Shark Tank, and I really am, but I really just now, I think I need to stop watching TV because every time I turn it on, it just takes too long for me to turn it off. So I've been watching videos on Amazon Prime, and the latest video I watched is differential equations. So if you have Amazon Prime, feel free to check that out. It's free. Eve asks, what is going to happen to DC in 7 days? Actually, it's 5 more days. Well, what I can say is just pray, and we got to make this work. That's all I can say. And the Godly Girl plus Wonder Woman and Captain America fangirl asks, DCH, what are your opinions on monkeys, llamas, and goats? I think they are cool. And also, did you ever have a dream of world domination, or is it just me? I, I was into cartooning as a kid, and I think I told folks that, and I definitely wanted to have an awesome, awesome world-beating, world-inspiring cartoon strip that everyone knew about in the whole world. So, yeah, I definitely had dreams of that, but I realize, and maybe you can go from this, but you really have to find an idea that inspires you so much that you want to share it with everyone in the world. If you're just trying to be like everyone else and you're just trying to do like silly stuff that everyone else is doing, kind of copying them and not being unique or innovative or whatever, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to work because you're just like everyone else who just wants fame without giving anything of value. So really the trick is, as a creative or artistic person, is to find or discover that awesome idea or genius idea that amazes and inspires you so much that you have to share it with the world. It's like, think about this. Found the if you found a way to um I guess cure cancer, let's just say that one thing. Or if you came up with think of your favorite movie. Let's just say your favorite movie. Um if you created that, would you want to share it with the world? And And you would say, of course, because you love the movie so much, you can understand why you'd love to share it with the whole world. The issue most people, and I think a lot of people have, is that, first of all, we don't all have the skills to create something that we discover and want to share with the world. So, one thing is, you may come up with the basics of an idea of what you want to share with the world. First of all, you have to explore it and experiment with it to actually find out if the idea could work. And then you may need to get the help of other people to figure out how to actually make it so that it's shareable with the whole world. So a lot of people who have even genius ideas, they don't get far because they don't do a lot of these other things, which is doing the experimentation, which may be alone or kind of solitary or in a small team, and then finally be willing to sacrifice, part of your ownership or part of your idea, and to get other people on board to help you so that it is worth sharing with the rest of the world. So I think you just have to make really stuff for yourself. I think if and I look at I look at some of the really popular things out there, like Star Wars. I think George Lucas, he wanted to make a kid friendly movie, but I think he made a movie that was something that inspired him. And everyone thought he was crazy. And I don't know if you heard of the movie The Titanic. But everyone thought that thing was going to be the worst movie of all time, and the guy just kept going at it because he believed in it so much, and it worked. But he had a team to help him. He was really passionate about it. He first explored the idea. So it's like, like human beings. They first start out, they're born, they grow up, they develop, and ideas are kind of like that too. At first, it's a little baby. It has to develop. You have to treat it well. You have to nurture it, whatever. Then it can finally grow, and then it has to be social and meet other people. Blah blah blah. So there's a life cycle to this, and so I'd like to just know what your world domination idea is about. Let me know. Okay, I kind of went on a long rant, but that was just to clarify some concepts in my own head. I think we might have to cut this a little short. So Boris and Mark got a new tablet says, I looked up my old Doodle Club account and I couldn't do the activate old account thing. Can you help me? Sure, just post in my wall and we'll figure out a way. I think I actually did already help you, so maybe you don't need the account anymore, or you don't need my help anymore. Mouth Breather asks, what will be the next major update? The next major update will be Doodle World. Also, have you heard of the song Fergalicious? Because if not, you must listen to it as it's golden. I have heard of it. I think it came out a long time ago, right? So I think I've heard of it. But you let me know if it just came out. If it just came out, then I haven't heard it and I got to listen to it. Finally, Star asks, did your mom kiss you or pinch your cheeks when you were young? I think my mom did kiss me. I don't know about pinch my cheeks. Probably that too. So yeah, so that's it. And I think we will get to some other questions later. Thank you for all the questions. Um, oh, actually, it isn't it because I also have to give help from CCH. So that's it for Ask CCH, but now we got to get on to get help from CCH. Okay. And Cali Cat right here says, I need help on a way to manage my school life and my home life. Okay. What exactly do you need help with? Is it just the time to do it or is it something else? You let me know and then we can get into more specifics. Okay. Now this is a long one by Godly Girl plus Wonder Woman and Captain America Fangirl. And since it's so long, I'm just going to summarize it for everyone. Basically, she has her mom said that she could potentially get a YouTube account if in the next few weeks she shows responsibilities such as keeping her room clean, going to bed and getting up at the right time, and also not spending too much time on the iPad. Um, so she was like, well, what else can I do? Because I used to like reading, or I did read a lot, and I did do doodling, but sometimes I'm not in the mood. And then calligraphy, I tried, but it's too hard. And what I suggest is, look, spend this time to learn other stuff and explore other things. Like there are tutorials on how to make a video game in 8 minutes on YouTube. Maybe make a video game. Make a video game, read up on math, read up on sociology, read up on psychology, study psychology, maybe learn how to do magic tricks. You know, I've been studying magic tricks. There's Evan Era TV. There's simple magic tricks too. So learn how to develop. And the only reason I mention all of these things is because you're young and you were talking about world domination. I just spent like so much time on that. But you're talking about world domination. I think it helps to just explore all these different ideas because who knows how they'll all come together for when you get your genius idea, or your genius idea is exactly how to implement and execute on them. By building this foundation and base of like understanding all these little things at a young age will help you a lot. So even building a video game, you've never even done that, I don't think, right? You could do that. What's so wrong with that? And also learning magic. I think learning magic is so cool. It teaches you so much stuff. What about doing becoming a little pseudo comedian too? Practicing comedy or being a comic cartoonist um, or a small stand-up comedy or come up with jokes. So I think these are things that you can explore right now that are very creative. There are ways to explore your whole creative spirit in new and completely different ways. And they're fun to learn and they may lead and help you with whatever you eventually do with your life. Because I've noticed that whatever you do in your life, if you have that creative spirit, if it's done with that creative spirit, whether it's, being flexible, being musical, being whatever, it gets you do it much better. So yes, there's the logical work, but having that musical mind or that doodling mind or that magician mind makes it better, or makes you more effective and like a genius at it. So obviously it requires hard work, but learning all this other stuff might be cool. And look, there are some cool magic tricks that don't even require any money that you can find on YouTube. Very simple stuff. They don't even require cards. I just saw some magic tricks that require toothpicks or a quarter or something else like that. So try those, check those out, and that's what I recommend. There's so many different fields and areas that you can explore and study. Some of them you can read about, some of them you can actually do and create routines, and I think that'll keep you busy for the next few weeks. So I think that's it for now. Those were the two main questions that I got for Get Help from CCH. Thanks again for all of the questions. I appreciate it. Take care and embrace the power of the doodle.